A renowned U.S. economist has called on the U.S. and China to rebuild trust and replace the bilateral zero-sum trade framework with a positive-sum commitment. Stephen Roach, a senior fellow at Yale University's Jackson Institute of Global Affairs, has offered his suggestions for improving the bilateral ties.
We need a new approach. One is to rebuild trust. Sounds very simple. There's some very easy and quick things we can do, such as restarting student exchange programs, relaxing restrictions on NGOs, opening up visas and international travel between countries the way it used to be. And then there's some tough things that we can also address, like climate change, global health, cybersecurity. We won't get anywhere without rebuilding trust, without going from distrust to trust. The second recommendation is to abandon the bilateral zero-sum trade framework as a way to understand conflict and try to find a resolution of that conflict. I recommend to replace it instead with not a zero-sum bilateral trade framework, but a positive-sum pro-growth market opening commitment underwritten by a bilateral investment treaty. We can focus on reopening or broadening market opening for both nations.
Roach believed that the conflict between the two countries could have been avoided were it not for the false narratives and the buck-passing approach between them.
It wouldn't have happened had it not been for what I call false narratives, mistaken impressions that both nations have with respect to the other. America wants to blame China for its trade deficit, yet we have really no one to blame except ourselves because we have a savings deficit. But it's politically popular to blame China. So the conflict that didn't have to happen, were it not for these false narratives,